The Bristol Toyota Pace truck pulls down to the center of the infield, and we are ready to go. 35 laps for the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Trucks. Round one of the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown underway. Round two is under green, and DJ Thibeault jumps out front early down the backstretch.
Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. DJ Thibeault leads Tom Scully the third. Colton Teague shuffled up top outside as they go across the stripe. Here comes Helger for third.
Tom Scully the third up into the number 2 spot as they hit turns 1 and 2. Helger up to third. Down the backstretch they go. Tim Bolger, Mike Duarte in line as Rick Martin slides in just ahead of Ethan Heilborn. Heilborn back underneath as they come off of 4.
They work down into turn 1. Here comes Scully trying to close the gap with DJ Thibeault as they work into 3 and 4.
Top 2 nose to tail off the 4th corner. Thibeault sets the pace. Scully on his tail, about another 2 truck lengths back to Amy J. Helger sitting in the 3rd spot. Bolger sits 4th. Duarte up inside the top 5. Here comes Heilborn looking for 6 underneath Colton Teague as they hit turn 3.
Vanada and Rick Martin battling mid-pack there. Vanada with issues earlier. Doesn't seem to be a problem now as he works down into 1 and 2.
Dane Saratelli, who started 4th, has dropped outside the top 8 now as he sits 9th on the grid, is able to squeeze ahead of Mike Cavallaro behind Jake Vanada. Vanada trying to work his way up back through the pack.
Rick Martin continues his backslide here. He's struggling now, running in the 11th position, battling with Cavallaro as they go down into 3 and 4.
Up front, Thibeault continues to set the pace, a little bit loose that time off of turn number 4. Gathers it back in, but keeps a close eye on the truck on his back bumper. The 5 of Tom Scully the third, looking at the tailgate down into turn 3. The 9 of Helger is closed in, so the top 3 nose to tail. 2 truck lengths back to Tim Bolger, and Duarte all over the back bumper there.
Out front, smooth sailing for that black and red 78 sport truck. DJ Thibeault leads it in 3 and 4. Tom Scully the third runs second, and Amy Helger third.
Mike Duarte gets a run underneath Bolger, puts the Rocha Landscaping down underneath, trying to take over position number 4. Heilborn on his tail, Vanada on his tailgate down into turn 3. The 45 of Saratelli in tow, the 80 of Cavallaro, and the 14 of Martin finally get by the 51 of Colton Teague, who is backslid outside the top 5. He has damaged something. He's hit the outside wall with the right rear, and we'll see if he can limp it back into the pit area.
Andrew Rittman McLaughlin just went pit side. Right now, the 51 is stopped practically up in turn 2. Here comes the caution flag as the leaders thunder by. We are under yellow for the first time.
You could see as he came by here on the front stretch, the right rear white wall, as we call it, after contact with the outside wall, and he was really trying to get our sights at the top of the field. DJ Thibeault and Tom Scully the third will bring the field off of 4. Steve Bowden looks the field over. He likes what he sees, waves the emerald silk. We're underway as they roll down into turn number 1.
Down off of 2. Here goes Scully looking for the lead into 3 and 4. That 5 truck into the lead off of 4.
Outside lane gets a good jump, trying to take Bolger with him. Heilborn working that top side as well as they roll down into 1 and 2. Tom Scully the third, and the MLB photography number 5 sets the pace down into turn number 3.
Here goes Scully slamming the door shut on Bolger. Thibeault right there as well. Tom Scully the third across the stripe, 11 laps on the board. He is your leader off 2.
Thibeault giving the 1 of Bolger fits. Bolger not able to get the run as Thibeault comes back to life, and that's exactly what Scully wants to see in his rearview mirror. A good 3 truck length advantage off of turn number 2 as the field is stacked up double wide off of 2.
Here they go, battling down into 3 and 4. Position number 2, spinner. Helger goes around. Caution going to be on the speedway.
Everybody hard on the brakes, including Rick Martin, as he did not want to make contact. The 80 of Cavallaro spins, the 17 of Rio, and it looks like the 57 of Morgan all coming to a stop in turn number 3 and 4. And caution is out for the second time. Helger was trying to hold off some hard charges from Mike Duarte.
It seems like everybody got out of there with minimal
tail end on this, and what's going to be exciting is watching him work his way back through the field.
Absolutely.
Third, and Tim Bolger will bring the field down. The 78 of DJ Thibeault, the 20 of Ethan Heilborn, the 29 of Jake Vanada, the 45 of Dane Saratelli are your top 6 trucks. Green flag is out. Back underway we go. Bolger on the outside, Scully down low. They race off at 2. Scully gets a jump, but Bolger is not going away quietly.
Scully trying to scamper away with the lead. So far he does it off 4 across the stripe. Tom Scully the third, your leader, down into 1 and 2.
Bolger on the tailgate, and here comes Thibeault trying to make a run down on the inside. Heilborn's got some running room up on the outside, trying to take advantage of that open lane in front of him. They come off of 4. Heilborn on the move up top.
Here they go, battling Jake Vanada, Ethan Heilborn, DJ Thibeault, all right there, looking for that third spot. They continue. Caution flag on the speedway.
Caution flag is out, and that has got to be for Debris out there on the racetrack. And we are slowed up for the third time with 13, and there it is right on the front straightaway. Tom Scully Jr. and Tim Bolger will bring the field down off of turn number 4. Unfurls the green flag, and we're back underway. Scully gets a half a truck length jump. Look at Thibeault squeeze in down to the inside, try to make it 3 wide. Gets a run underneath Scully, but Bolger gets away on the outside.
Bolger to the lead, off 4 and across the stripe. Tim Bolger in that number 1 truck, your new leaders. He goes down into 1 and 2.
Off the corner they come. They're stacked up double wide from second on back. Bolger and Scully. Bolger takes the spot. Here comes Vanada down to the inside. Ethan Heilborn squeezes in between Vanada and Martin. Just able to find enough room to squeeze in down low. Gets underneath Scully and up to 4th.
Rick Martin climbing his way through the field. He's now battling for 5th spot with Tom Scully the third over in 3 and 4.
Daryl Church started scratch on the field. He's up to 7th, but he's got some competition. Mike Cavallaro moves in down on the inside, trying to take that spot away up front. Tim Bolger sets the pace by 4 truck lengths over the 78 of DJ Thibeault. The 29 of Jake Vanada takes a peek down to the inside. Thibeault trying to hang on as they hit turn 1.
So Jake Vanada battling in 3rd spot right now. Earlier in practice, he broke a distributor, and they replaced that. He's worked his way up, battling for 2nd now with DJ Thibeault across the stripe.
Deep in the field, Duarte working his way back up through the field. A 3-wide move underneath Lenny Guy, and Amy Helger picks up a couple of spots there. And now he works on Tim Watson as they hit 3 and 4. That is a battle for 9th on the grid.
Out front, Tim Bolger skating away with the lead down the backstretch. 19 laps on the board. Jake Vanada looking for more, looking for 2nd. DJ Thibeault continues to slam the door across the stripe.
Mike Cavallaro continuing his march through the pack, battling for 6th underneath Tom Scully the third. Takes that inside lane, takes that spot away, and now sets his sights on the back bumper of the Brightman number 14 of Rick Martin as they roll through turns 3 and 4. And Duarte picking up another spot on his march. Trouble off of turn 4. Lenny Guy, the grasshopper, goes around. We're slowed up and again for the 4th time at lap number 21.
Well. A caution here, lap number 21. You look at the top 5 here, Kevin, and you've got Rick Martin.
Looking for the green. Bolger setting the pace. They wind it up off of 4. Nice even start between the pair. Down into turn 1. Side by side up top. Bolger with the advantage off at 2.
Bolger gets an advantage. Heilborn climbing right there behind him. Bolger off 4 across the stripe. It's going to be a 3-wide battle for 2nd.
Vanada trying to peek a run down to the inside of Thibeault, but Thibeault did not give him the room as Heilborn works that outside lane into 3 and 4. The battle for 2nd. Heilborn gets a little bit of an advantage. Here comes Thibeault back down to the inside.
Vanada going to have his hands full. Here comes Mike Cavallaro looking for positions. Rick Martin right there behind him as well. Here they come battling for that 3rd and 4th spot in 3 and 4.
A drag race off the corner. Vanada trying to make it 3 wide down the front stretch, but he doesn't have the room. Look at Cavallaro, motor up on the outside. A good run off of turn number 2. Sets up into 4th, looking for 3rd. 10 laps to go this time.
10 laps across the stripe. Tim Bolger looking for win number 1 in that number 1 truck in 2025. He's going to have to hold off Heilborn. Thibeault and Cavallaro, they work down in 3 and 4.
Cavallaro is the driver to watch right now. He seems to be the fastest truck on the racetrack as he works himself around up into the 3rd position. Now Ethan Heilborn, 2 truck lengths behind the one of Bolger and Cavallaro, coming fast down into 3.
8 laps to go at the stripe. They continue out front, battling right now the 3rd spot. Cavallaro and Thibeault. Here comes Vanada into the fray as well.
Cavallaro used up that right rear. You can see him seesawing back and forth on the steering wheel as he comes off the corner. That allows Thibeault to get back down underneath them. Top two in a breakaway down into turn number one. The battle is for third again. And look at Heilborn sneak a peek down underneath Tim Bolger. Bolger shuts the door hard down into three.
The battle for the lead continues. Contact. Heilborn and Bolger as they come across the stripe give the advantage as Heilborn opens the door down in 1 and 2.
Had a run. Bolger slammed the door. Ethan Heilborn kicks it back open as they run door handle to door handle off of 4 with 5 laps to go.
5 to go across the stripe. The battle for the lead, hot and heavy. Heilborn, Bolger, they battle nose to nose down the backstretch.
Bolger with a slight advantage down into 3, but off of 4, Heilborn gets a jump down to the stripe, and it is Heilborn at the top of the leaderboard with 4 laps to go. They come down the back straightaway. Here comes Bolger back up top.
Here they go into turn number 3. Bolger with the advantage by a nose. Heilborn battles back off 4 across the stripe. Give it to Bolger there. 1 into 1 and 2.
Off of turn number 2 they come. Heilborn strong into 1. Off at 2. They are dead even down the back straightaway. Wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll off at turn 4. Twin sticks in the air, and they slide off the corner. Bolger again by 11 thousandths that time.
My, oh my, the battle continues. Door to door, down the backstretch, coming to the white flag this time.
Double wide off the corner. Heilborn and Bolger down to the stripe. Dead even that time. They come down the back straightaway. Here comes Cavallaro into the fight. White flag is done. Here comes a checkered. Here comes the win. Down to the stripe. And it's going to be Heilborn for the win by 41 thousandths of a second over Tim Bolger. Cavallaro in for third. DJ Thibeault fourth. And Jake Vanada in for 5. How about that for a 35-lap Jazz's Auto Body Sport Truck race?
Wow.
Pulls to the start-finish line with a checkered flag in his hand. The helmet is off, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes, tonight's round 2 winner of the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown main event, Ethan Heilborn. Man, I'm thinking you like these 35 lappers.
I love them. I love them.
We talked earlier, your confidence level, Tim, Miles and I were talking, your confidence level is higher than it's ever been. How high is it right now after that battle?
It makes me think that we got a chance at this for the rest of the year. I mean, it's running great. I mean, it gets better each and every week, and we seem as a crew to get better each and every week. So I'm excited for what the rest of the year has in store for us.
Tell us about that battle side by side with Tim for those last several laps.
Oh, he made it hard. He raced me clean. We bumped a little bit, but I tried not to run him up. He didn't pinch me down too hard. I got into him a little bit, and I apologize for doing that. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to try to get the win. I would expect the same out of him. So
2 wins this season. Was this your expectation coming into this year with this new truck?
my expectation was just to be competitive against everybody. 2 wins in a season is astronomical for us. It's great. I can't believe we finally did it.
A lot of people to thank for getting you back here.
Yes, I mean, we have Thibeault Auto Body. He's been a sponsor for us for 5 years. DK Sanitation, he's came on for our 2nd year. Patriot Subaru, they're great. Row Marine, and then we got our newest sponsor, Jim Hawkins. He's a state representative for Massachusetts. So they all make it so we can do this each and every week.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Doesn't get much closer than that. A great run for you for second.
No, I gave it everything I had. The last 5 laps there, either the carburetor was acting up or ignition, I couldn't get full throttle. It was just bogging down like it was vapor locking or something. So definitely looking into that. But congrats to the 20. Great win by those guys. And yeah, we'll figure this out and get back here next week.
How much fun was it running like that for the win?
Man, that was fun, especially on the outside. The truck always handles very good on the outside. So just to be able to run like that door to door without anyone wrecking each other, that was a blast.
I know you got some people you want to thank. This truck has been fast all year.
Yeah, I really got to thank Jimmy Kuhn Race Cars and Parts, my dad, for everything they do. Christine, Apotho Therapeutics of Dartmouth. We got Corporate Image Apparel coming on board. Elmwood Collision Center, 01 Design, and just everyone who helps me with the truck and get back here every week.
Great run for second. Congratulations. And in third place, Mike, I'll be honest with you, at one point I didn't think you were going to continue your podium streak, but it's this type of race over the last couple of years that really put you in the wrong place at the wrong time and hurt your chances over the course of the season. Tonight, a great run through the field and back on the podium.
Yeah, it was a good run. It's debatable on the call they made to put me in the back because I never did touch anybody. I really wasn't involved in the accident. They said they discussed it a little bit. They weren't sure. So I disagreed wholeheartedly with that call. But I said, the hell with it. I'll make the best of it and try to get up to the podium again.
This truck has been fast and smooth. You were able to get through the field. It's got to feel real good knowing that, you know what, this could be a bounce-back year for you. And so far it has been.
Yes, it could. There's 80 for the 80 here, you know. So we were running strong. The last 5 laps I was on the outside fighting for third place, and we were able to clear him. I didn't quite have enough Tim in the 20 right now, but with the deficit I had to make up. But they weren't pulling me, that's for sure.
No, you were hanging on. It looked like that right rear was a little worn by the end of that 35.
Yeah, a little bit warm, just like the rest of us.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yes, Duncan of Seekonk, our new sponsor. Got to get these right. East Bay Recycling and Tiverton. They came on this year. One Connection, Cannabis Dispensary in Taunton. Highland Power Washing. I want to give a shout out to East Coast Collision, Riverside Liquors, and RDL Outdoor Power Equipment.
Great run through the field for third. Congratulations. How about a